Hi guys, I'm Marie from Ramblings of a Daydreamer. Today is 11/11/11, an historic day. It's also Remembrance Day here in Canada, and I believe it's Veterans Day in the States. So today I thought I would start a new feature for the blog called What I'm Reading, and I thought I would do it in vlog form so I can show you the books and talk about them a bit. I'm going to aim to do this every week. I'm not sure if that'll actually happen, but we'll see. This week, I've been reading a few books. The only one I actually finished was Sweet Venom by Tera and Childs. Really, really good book. I'm going to be writing my review for this later today or tomorrow, I'm not sure. So I won't go too in-depth. Hopefully you'll come back and read the review. 5 stars. Really good book. It's about 3 sisters, Gretchen, Grace, and Greer, who are descendants of Medusa, and they are huntresses. Gretchen is the only one who originally knows that she's a huntress. She's the only one who sees monsters and fights them. She's been doing it for the last 4 years. And then Grace moves to San Francisco, where Gretchen is, and starts seeing monsters. She and Gretchen have this chance meeting. They realize that they're twins, or they think that they're twins. They're actually triplets, but they find that out later. So Gretchen helps train Grace and teaches her about their heritage and everything. And then they find Greer, the 3rd sister, who's this sort of pretentious, snobby, shallow girl, and doesn't want anything to do with them at first, doesn't believe them, thinks they're crazy, but then when she starts seeing monsters, she realizes that what they're saying is true, and they are actually descendants of Medusa, and it's their job to fight the monsters and send them back to the realm that they came from. And something big is about to happen, and that's why the 3 of them have found each other. So Gretchen is like this totally kick-ass character. She's really tough and independent, and she lives with Ursula, her mentor, who found Gretchen after she ran away from her adoptive parents, who were these horrible, abusive people. And Grace is my favorite character. She has a really great adoptive family, parents and an adopted brother, and she came from a really great family, but she was still really excited to find out that she had biological siblings. So she was the one who wanted them to be together the most. She wanted the 3 of them to have a bond and be together. And Greer, even though she's sort of superficial, you find out that she has more depth to her, and she comes around. So yeah, really, really good book. It has a bit of everything. It's funny, it's got action, and a little bit of romance. I'm really curious to find out about that in the next book. Gretchen and Grace both have love interests, and we don't learn a whole lot about them. Just enough to be curious and make you want to find out what happens. And there's a cliffhanger ending, which so I'm really, really anxious for the next one. It comes out sometime next year. I'm not sure when, and I can't even remember what the next one is called. I looked it up on Goodreads when I was finished this one, and I can't remember what it's called. And I'm not sure if it's just a sequel, or if it's going to be a series or a trilogy or what. But yeah, really, really good. If you haven't read this, I definitely recommend it. Sweet Brennan by Tera and Childs. And she has other books too. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Forgive My Fins, a mermaid book. I know she has other ones, I can't remember, but this was the first of hers that I had read, and I will definitely be reading more from her. The other book that I've been reading all week, I don't have it to show you because it's an ebook, is Flame of Surrender by Rhiannon and Paille. I'm hoping to have that one done this weekend, and I'll have the review hopefully next week, along with a guest post from Rhiannon, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And speaking of guest posts, I'm part of a blog tour for Cloyne Court by Dodie Katague. I will be posting my review for this one on the 17th, and I can't remember if I have a guest post or not. I might. I'll have to look that up. I can't remember. I have to finish this book first. I'm not loving it. Set in the 1970s in Berkeley at Cloyne Court, which was a co-ed residence for students of Berkeley, California. And I've never seen the movie Animal House, but it's been compared to that, like the real life version of Animal House. A lot of sex and drugs and debauchery and crazy stuff. It's funny and it's interesting and amusing, but there's a bit of, I don't know, it's a bit homophobic and sexist in areas, which kind of bothers me. But because I'm part of the blog tour, I have to finish it. So hopefully I can finish that in the next couple of days, and I'll have my review next Thursday. I'm also reading Enthralled, Paranormal Diversions. This one is an anthology written by the members of the Smart Chicks Kick It tour. All the authors who went on tour wrote stories for this. And there's stories by Kelly Armstrong, Jennifer Lynn Burns, Sarah Reese Brennan, Rachel Kane, Ali Condi, Kimberly Durting, Cami Garcia, Claudia Gray, Melissa Marr, Jackson Pierce, Mary E. Pearson, Carrie Ryan, Jerry Smith Reddy, Margaret Stoll, Jessica Verde, and Rachel Vincent. So I've only read the first story so far. I read it yesterday. I have so much else to read that I figured I would read like one story at a time to break up all the other stuff I'm reading. And I'll do like a mini review for each story and then an overall review. Today I will be starting The Spirit of Nora by Lyle Scott Lee. This is a review book that I got. It comes out later this month, so I'm going to try to have it done to review around the release date. So that's it. I think that's all I've been reading this week. Next week, I don't know. I've got, my review pile is ridiculous. But, yeah, I have a few library books, a few review books. I'm doing a young adult contemporary challenge, so I have books lined up for that. I'm going to be reading, I've already read What Happened to Goodbye by Sarah Dessen. The review for that's already up on the blog. And I'm going to read Anna and the French Kiss and Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. And I have another one in case I happen to be able to finish those two in time, but I'm not sure because I really do have an insane amount of books to read. So, feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you've been reading. I love knowing what people are reading. Tell me if you have any suggestions for books. I have really eclectic tastes. I'll read just about anything, and I'm always looking for recommendations. Tell me what you're reading, what you want to read, if you've read the books that I'm reading. Whatever, I love comments. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week with another installment of what I'm reading. Have a great week, guys. Bye.